Finally tonight, Kansas. It's a land synonymous with me Googling Kansas 20 minutes ago to see if it's synonymous with anything. Turns out mainly wheat and tornadoes that blow away their wheat. Anyway, Kansas is in a bit of trouble these days, budget-wise.
State of Kansas is broke, extremely broke. Job growth in Kansas lags behind the rest of the country. Moody's has downgraded the state's credit rating. And the state Supreme Court recently ruled that Kansas had been unconstitutionally underfunding its schools.
OK, that's horrible. Children in Kansas should not be deprived of a quality education because of budget shortfalls. They should be deprived because of the strict, unyielding religious beliefs of their school boards. That's the Kansas way. But luckily, the state of Kansas may actually have a little cash coming its way from an unexpected source.
The state of Kansas soon going to start profiting from porn.
Yes! Kansas porn. Finally! I've got so many ideas for the titles. Little Fuckhouse on the Prairie. Cornfield Cornholing. Cream of Wheat. Or maybe you go the whole Wizard of Oz thing and swallow the yellow dick's load. Yes. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. Yeah. Just out of interest, how exactly is Kansas in the porn business?
Hundreds of adult toys are sitting in this Kansas City warehouse. They are up for auction online. The owner of a string of adult stores in that state didn't pay his taxes. He owes the state about $160,000. The state said he could still sell his merchandise to pay off his debt.
OK, so Kansas is only in the porn business because the owner of this chain of sex toy stores, the Bang chain, didn't pay his taxes. And I've got to say, even by sex toy store standards, that is one seedy-looking establishment. And also, there are some incredible bargains for sale at this auction, like this Icicles brand transparent penis, described as not just elegant, upscale and handcrafted, but also hand-blown, which is, incidentally, the single classiest euphemism I can possibly think of for masturbation. Or you could also get this pair of 50 Shades of Grey You Are Mine metal handcuffs, which you are frankly going to need to resuscitate your love life after the 50 Shades movie kills your sex drive. Jamie Dornan is not my Christian. Hashtag not my Christian. Now, in fact, if I may address our viewers in Kansas right now, there is only one problem with this auction, and that is that the current bids only total $38,000, and yet you are owed over $160,000 in taxes. So you need to start thinking about this like a charity auction and overpay for things that you clearly do not really need. And do not give me the whole, but John, I don't need a Dr. Laura Berman brand remote control panty pleaser. I already have 3. That's not the point, Kansas! You're not buying it for yourself, you're buying it to cover your state's gigantic projected budget shortfall. Bidding is open until Tuesday night at this website, Kansas. And you need to raise around $160,000, and crucially, absolutely no more than that, because any excess will unfortunately go straight back to the tax delinquent owner of the sketchiest sex toy business on the planet. So let's do this, Kansas. I want you to go and comically overspend on this raging hard-on 18-inch double dong. And I want you to put this on your shelf, and I want you to look at it every day. And I want you to feel good about yourself when you do it. Because you inadvertently just helped fund K-12 education all across the state. All across the state. In fact, every time someone comes over to your house, I want you to take this off the shelf and frantically wave it around and tell them what you did. Do it, Kansas, because while your state legislature has fucked you into this mess, this is your chance to go online and fuck yourselves out of it.